If you've got a collection of guitars, or even just one or two that has an odd shape, like the offset of that Jazzmaster back there, the Explorer, or that ML style guitar, or something like the Strandberg, which can be very difficult to find a stand for, I have something today that might alleviate your frustrations with these shaped guitars and guitar stands. The Fender Universal Stand for electric guitars. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, sometimes I'll find something that just makes my life better when it comes to guitars, and I like to share that with you. So back in the day, we had those guitar stands, I don't even have one around here anymore, that had the three legs, had a pole, and then it had like a thing that stuck in there that was like a yoke, like a Y, you know? And you would put your guitar in that and it would rotate and stuff, and hopefully it would sit on that thing. And if you hit it wrong or something, that could roll and the guitar could fall. I didn't like those stands at all. So I went with the A-frame stands, often just the cheap ones from Amazon Basics for like 12, 13 bucks. But as it turns out, the ones that were wonky were the only ones that worked for the odd-shaped guitars. If you have an offset guitar, you have a V, you have an Explorer, something like that, that was pretty much the only way to go. And I just hate using those things because I could see the guitar slipping off of that, and it's not good. And I'm always just afraid something's gonna knock over, so I end up having to put them on a case or hang them on a wall. And then there's the ones that are headless. I've got a couple of those. You can't hang them on the wall. So I was like, well, when I came across this stand, I said, dude, this is perfect. And now that I've got one, I'm probably gonna have to get several. Just a quick video today to share this, so let's go ahead and see what's inside the box and give you some of the feature aspects of it. All right, so here we have it, the Fender Universal Stand for electric guitars. And if you just look at the side of the box here, you'll see that they've got the odd-shaped guitars on there. And that's always a problem. It's like you get a guitar that's like a cool shape and everything, and it's like, well, I'm either gonna have to hang it on the wall or I'm gonna have to put it in its case, because it won't sit anywhere. Height adjustable padded body rest, dual adjustable yokes to fit nearly any electric guitar body shape available, adjustable retainer arm to secure guitar in place. Yeah, that's that little arm right there. And you can see right there how you would adjust it with the three different types of positions. And there we go, looks like any of the other basic stands, right? Now, one thing I noticed right off the bat is it just has these little rubber feet that are on here. I don't know if you can really see those, but little rubber feet. And usually they've got like a cap around that that's, you know, like rubberized all the way around. So that might have been a nice addition to this, but you see that's already slided up. And each one of these has a little tensioner screw on that, so it could be all the way down like that if you wanted it to be like a regular standard size. It already does feel really, really solid when you unfold it. There we go. Flip it around. Yeah, so each one of these has a little tensioner thing on it. There, 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 and there. And this one, adjust that to adjust this in and out so that it can reach around and kind of grab the side of your guitar. Or you can just move that out of the way if you prefer. This one right here adjusts whether this thing can go up or down. And then these, it looks to me like it's more of a permanent situation because you've got different holes there, so you kind of got to figure out which guitar you're going to use it for. You'll slide it up and down that and place it in there, and then you got to put your screw back through there. That looks like that's how that works. Well, I'm going to try it out on a couple guitars. So as you can see, this is sitting on here quite nicely. I mean, it's not going to come off of there. It might tilt a little bit, but I mean, any other stand that I've tried to put this thing on, there is absolutely no way. Even the ones that have the tilting things, I hate those stands, the ones that stand up, the old school ones. So the form factor of this type of stand I really like. I've got a ton of these around here, and I think this is just, let me see it. Pretty sure this is an Amazon Basics. Yeah, you know, these Amazon Basics stands are great if you just got a standard guitar. But one thing that's nice about these is that you can actually click that little button right there and make it as wide or as narrow as you want it. I mean, that's about as much as you can adjust those. Also, I'd like to point out that on these, on your standard stands, this is really quite small, and it's just got a little patch there. So if you've got a guitar that has to sit a little bit askew, sometimes it's just barely on there. I don't like that. So I've been sitting this thing either in its case or on the couch. And my wife is like, you got to get that thing off the couch. So I saw these stands and said, great. And that's what I'm talking about. Look how big the padded area on this is. And it's backed by metal. So that is a nice big padded area. You know, these are what, $12? This was $30. I'm not hating that at all. So what I did on this one is I moved this one up 2, this one up 4, and this I just turned it to, you know, where it needs to be, and we set this in there, and boom. To me, that's pretty awesome, and if it will fit the Strandberg Boden Essential, it'll fit pretty much any guitar. Not only that, it solved my problem. Can't hang this guitar, and pretty much it's got to go in a case or on your couch, or maybe I've seen those things where you can put them on the wall and it's got the 2 points where it could sit like this, but that's the perfect solution. And if it'll work for that, it'll work for a V or my Jazzmaster that's up there. So yeah, pretty happy. You can see trying to put it on this thing. Yeah. That is wonky at best. That would never work. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. See, it's already slipping and it's hitting the ground right there too. So adjustable. Adjustable is king. There we go. So yeah, that's how I have it set up right now for the Strandberg. I just moved this one up 4 places, this one up 2 places. I moved this up slightly, just a little bit, and I adjusted the arm so that it would sit there properly where that's going to be. And this is all padded right here, padded, padded, and nice big pad up on the top. Love that. Also, this actually kind of works as a handle on the back here because the plate just sits there like that. So you can just grab that, pick it up, and carry it to where you need to go. So I tell you what, this is nice. I might just buy more of these to replace the other ones. Yeah, I dig it. My wife's going to be happy because that guitar is not going to be sitting on the couch. I don't like to put guitars in cases unless I know that they're going to be in there for more than 3 weeks. I like them to be out so I can grab them like, oh, which one do I want to play today? Each one has their own voice and their own feel and their own playability. I don't like to let them languish in a case because if they sit in there for too long, I'll just forget about them and then be like, oh yeah, let me get that one out. That's why all my really good guitars aren't in cases. So there you go. Well, hopefully this was helpful for you. It's an inexpensive thing. And as a matter of fact, Fender has a sale going on right now. I'm going to put a link down in the description. I believe it might be on there on the accessories sale. So yeah, check that out. Yeah, they're 30 bucks, twice as much as an Amazon Basics stand, but I think it's worth it. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. I need more comments. You know, the comments definitely help the algorithm. So leave a comment down there, positive or negative. I can take it, whatever. Just go ahead and leave one for me. There's also a thanks button down below this video if you'd like to toss a couple bucks my way. It's not inexpensive to run these channels, so every penny counts. Either way, I just want to thank you for being here and your support. You're awesome. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.